The mild, tranquil weather of Thanksgiving is over. Just days ago, families gathered under golden leaves and gentle sunshine, enjoying the last embrace of autumn's warmth. The air was calm, the skies clear, a perfect setting for holiday celebrations and outdoor activities. But, as the holiday dishes are cleared away, a new and much more dramatic chapter in the season's story is beginning to unfold. A powerful winter storm is now sweeping across the United States, marking a dramatic shift in the nation's weather. Satellite images reveal a sprawling system stretching from the Rockies to the East Coast, its swirling clouds signaling the arrival of winter's first major assault. Meteorologists are tracking its every move, as it threatens to disrupt travel, daily routines, and even power supplies across multiple states. Driven by a deep trough in the jet stream, frigid Arctic air is plunging south from Canada, colliding with lingering warmth and moisture. This dynamic setup is a classic recipe for volatile weather, as the sharp temperature contrast energizes the atmosphere. The jet stream's dramatic dip acts like a conveyor belt, pulling icy winds and snow-laden clouds far into regions that were basking in autumn just days before. This collision is fueling a classic high-impact storm system, bringing heavy snow, strong winds, and even severe thunderstorms. In the north, blizzard conditions are expected to reduce visibility to near zero, while in the central and southern states, the clash of air masses could spark intense thunderstorms, hail, and even the risk of tornadoes. The storm's reach is vast, and its effects will be felt in both rural communities and major cities alike. The transition is abrupt. Temperatures are tumbling, winds are rising, and the atmosphere is rebalancing with force. In just a matter of hours, thermometers are plunging from mild to frigid, and gusty winds are rattling windows and bending trees. The sky, once serene, now churns with fast-moving clouds, signaling the power and unpredictability of the changing season. Millions will feel the impact, from blinding snow in the north to turbulent weather in the south, all under a pervasive, bone-chilling cold. Highways are quickly becoming treacherous, with snow and ice making travel hazardous. In the south, torrential rain and fierce winds are causing flooding concerns and power outages. No matter where you are, the storm's reach is impossible to ignore. The leading edge of Arctic air is already sweeping across the northern plains, with temperatures dropping fast. Fields that were recently dusted with the last leaves of fall are now blanketed in snow, and the mercury continues to fall. Residents are bundling up, bracing for a prolonged period of bitter cold and challenging conditions. This weekend, the storm will define daily life for many, demanding preparation and caution. People are rushing to stock up on essentials, shoveling driveways, and checking emergency supplies. Local authorities are urging everyone to stay informed and avoid unnecessary travel as the storm intensifies. For many, routines will be upended as winter's grip tightens. The holiday calm is gone, winter's fury has arrived. As the nation transitions from the warmth of Thanksgiving to the harsh realities of winter, communities everywhere are reminded of nature's power and unpredictability. Stay safe, stay prepared, and brace for the days ahead as this dramatic weather transformation continues to unfold. At the center of this unfolding drama is a rapidly intensifying low-pressure system, a swirling powerhouse of energy that is quickly becoming the dominant force in the region's weather. This system is not just another winter storm, it's a meteorological event that will be studied for years to come, as it demonstrates the raw power and unpredictability of nature. Its origins lie over the vast, windswept northern high plains, where frigid Arctic air meets the lingering warmth of late autumn. Here, the landscape is already blanketed in snow, and the air crackles with anticipation as the first signs of the storm begin to appear. The storm is undergoing a process known as bombogenesis, a rapid drop in atmospheric pressure that signals explosive strengthening. Over Montana and the Dakotas, the system deepens, fueled by the dramatic clash between Arctic cold and a surge of moist, warmer air from the south. This collision creates a volatile environment, primed for heavy snowfall and fierce winds. As the storm organizes, its projected path sweeps across the upper Midwest, a region home to millions who now find themselves in the crosshairs of nature's fury. The storm's track is critical. Where it goes, so too will go the heaviest snow, the strongest winds, and the most dangerous conditions. Major cities like Minneapolis, Des Moines, and Chicago are already preparing for the worst. Emergency crews are on alert, snowplows are being readied, and residents are stocking up on essentials. bracing for a storm that could bring daily life to a standstill. For many, this will be a test of endurance and resilience. As the pressure gradient tightens, the winds will intensify, unleashing true blizzard conditions. Visibility will plummet as snow is whipped into the air, creating whiteout conditions on highways and rural roads. Travel will become treacherous if not impossible, and authorities are urging everyone to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. Meteorologists point to this storm as a textbook example of how atmospheric dynamics, temperature contrasts, moisture influx, and jet stream energy can combine to rapidly escalate a weather system into a high-impact event. The speed and intensity of this transformation are a stark reminder of the power of the atmosphere. The genesis of this storm is a direct result of the season's ongoing battle between lingering warmth and the relentless advance of cold. Each year, this clash sets the stage for some of the most memorable and disruptive storms, and this one is shaping up to be no exception. This is not a marginal system. It's a classic Midwestern snowmaker, poised to leave a lasting mark on the region. As snow piles up and winds howl, communities will come together to weather the storm, knowing that this is just the beginning of winter's long and unpredictable journey. The National Weather Service has issued widespread winter storm watches and warnings stretching from the rugged mountains of Montana all the way through the vast plains of the Dakotas. This is not a localized event. This is a massive, far-reaching system that is expected to impact millions of people across the heart of the country. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the storm's path, and the latest models show a significant risk for severe winter weather over a broad area. The warnings extend into Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and reach as far as northern Illinois and Indiana. These states are bracing for a combination of heavy snow, ice, and dangerously cold temperatures. The color-coded maps from the National Weather Service highlight just how widespread and serious these alerts are, with large swaths of the Midwest under threat. Major cities, including Chicago, Minneapolis, and Des Moines, are directly in the warning zone. For millions of residents, this means the potential for significant disruptions to daily life. Commuters may face hazardous roads, while public transportation could be delayed or even suspended. City officials are already preparing emergency response teams and urging people to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. These alerts signal that dangerous winter weather is imminent. Forecasters are warning of heavy snow accumulations, strong and gusty winds that could create whiteout conditions, and the possibility of sleet or freezing rain that may coat roads and power lines in a dangerous layer of ice. Power outages are a real concern, especially in areas where ice may accumulate on trees and utility lines. Travel will become extremely difficult, if not impossible, in the hardest-hit areas. Authorities are warning that some roads may become impassable due to drifting snow and ice, and emergency services could be delayed in reaching those in need. Motorists are strongly advised to avoid unnecessary travel and to keep emergency kits in their vehicles if they must venture out. Residents are urged to alter plans and stock up on emergency supplies before the storm peaks. This includes food, water, batteries, flashlights, and any necessary medications. It's also important to check on neighbors, especially the elderly or those with limited mobility, to ensure everyone is prepared for the possibility of being snowed in or losing power for an extended period. The sheer size of the warning area highlights the storm's regional impact. Satellite images show a massive weather system swirling over the Midwest, with snow bands stretching for hundreds of miles. This is a storm that will not only affect individual towns and cities, but entire states, disrupting travel, commerce, and daily routines across the region. From rural plains to bustling urban centers, millions of people must prepare for a prolonged period of treacherous conditions. Farmers and rural residents may face isolation as roads become blocked, while city dwellers will contend with snow-clogged streets and the challenge of keeping sidewalks and driveways clear. Schools and businesses are already announcing closures and delays in anticipation of the storm's impact. The time to act is now, as the first snowflakes begin to fall and the storm starts to unleash its fury. With conditions expected to deteriorate rapidly, preparation and caution are essential to staying safe during this powerful winter event. While the north braces for snow, the south faces a different threat: severe thunderstorms. Warm, humid air from the Gulf is fueling instability ahead of the cold front, setting the stage for damaging storms across Texas and Louisiana. The main risks: Large hail, damaging winds and even isolated tornadoes, especially from Dallas to Houston and into Louisiana. Residents should stay alert Saturday afternoon and evening, as conditions can deteriorate rapidly. The same storm system is responsible for both blizzards in the north and severe weather in the south, a vivid display of its scale and power. This contrast is a hallmark of transitional season storms. The severe threat in the south is real and demands close attention. The upper Midwest will see the main event: intense, sustained snowfall beginning Saturday afternoon. Heavy snow bands will drop 1 to 2 inches per hour, quickly overwhelming road crews and creating whiteout conditions. Forecasts call for 8 to 12 inches of snow from the Dakotas through Wisconsin and northern Illinois, with some areas seeing even more. Wet, heavy snow may initially cling to trees and power lines, raising the risk of outages before turning powdery as colder air arrives. Blowing and drifting will create deep drifts and impassable roads long after the snow stops. Major highways like I-90, I-80 and I-94 will be severely impacted. Residents should reconsider travel plans and prepare for a rapid transformation into a treacherous winter landscape. This is a major snow event. Urgent warnings are in effect. This storm is splitting the country in two with a dramatic temperature gradient. The northern plains will see highs 20 to 30 degrees below normal, while the southeast basks in temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above average. At the same time, North Dakota could be near zero, while Florida enjoys the 70s. The atmosphere is trying to resolve this imbalance, fueling violent weather along the boundary. The warmth in the south will be swept away as the cold front marches east. Cities like Dallas will plunge from spring-like warmth to freezing in less than a day. For the next 48 hours, the U.S. will be a nation divided by weather extremes. The cold air behind this storm is the strongest of the season, driven by a massive Arctic high. By Sunday, over 74% of the U.S. will be at or below freezing, with that number climbing as the high settles in. Lows will drop below zero in the northern plains, with single digits across the central plains, and even freezing temperatures reaching Dallas. For many in the south, this will be the first freeze of the season, a harsh wake-up call. The cold will be persistent, locking in for days and ending autumn's warmth for millions. This is not a quick cold snap, but a prolonged Arctic outbreak. Winter coats, hats, and gloves will be essential as the cold air dominates. The Arctic air mass is here to stay. The Arctic air's arrival brings not just cold, but dangerous wind chills. Gusty winds of 30 to 40 mph will make it feel 20 to 30 degrees below zero in the northern plains. Even further south, wind chills will dip into the single digits. Frostbite can occur in as little as 30 minutes. Exposed skin is at serious risk. Blowing snow will continue to hamper cleanup and travel. Officials urge everyone to dress in layers, cover exposed skin, and check on vulnerable neighbors and pets. The wind chill threat is real. Take it seriously. As the main storm exits, a second, less intense system will follow, bringing more snow further south into Oklahoma and Arkansas. This next round will deliver light to moderate snow and a wintry mix, while the Ohio Valley and East Coast see chilly rain. Combined, these two storms will blanket a massive area with 8 to 12 inches of snow from the northern plains to New England. The central and eastern U.S. will remain locked in well below average temperatures for days. The main story: a prolonged Arctic blast, widespread freezes, and a deep snowpack. The transition to winter is abrupt and far-reaching. Stay informed, prepare for challenging weather, and brace for a long, cold week ahead. Winter has arrived in full force,